So how are we looking then? Incredibly better than they were. I've just not had a chance to get on this deep litter to get it out yet. The dart checker there is the one that is still a little bit off, but this is in the hens section. We then go through into the old bird race section and you look at the floor. As you'll see, look, no water, it's all nice and dry. Birds are starting to go through the molt, and I'm pleased to say that these went out today. I had them out, they've had a bath, they look the part. Really pleased. I lost one out of here, which I was gutted about because he was only a yearling, so he was going to be a 2-year-old next year. Would have been one of my lyric candidates, but yeah, unfortunately we lost one. So I've lost only one old bird. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. So yeah, pleased with them. They're looking good. I'm loving the floor with nothing down. I've just got some loft white coming. That's all, which will be going down just to keep it a bit dry and make it look a bit cleaner, because the black floor doesn't look brilliant even though it works very well. So that's them. The worst section, which you've all seen the problems I was having in there, not 100%, actually it's a bit loose over there, but look, coming back, they've got their appetite back, they're all looking all right. They're starting to molt a little bit. Yeah, look, loads better. Had some really nice comments from people. Great support. Can't thank you all enough for the advice, and some of it's been taken on board. Look, got the pick stone in, and they've been having a good go at that. So we've got some more of those for the other sections as well. And the corn just comes out, they just get cleaned out in the morning. It takes like 5 minutes. So that's them. And then the young bird race section. Sand down at the minute, but I'm fairly sure I'm going to take it out. And again, it doesn't look too loose, but I can't 100% tell because of the sand being down. But a little bit loose in that one. That's another one that's a little bit off. So I've got two, that one and then that dart checker that I showed you. But look, we're coming better there, we're better there. Generally speaking, they're a million miles better than they were. They've had a bath in yesterday. As you can see, they're molting like Billy-O. So yeah, I think we're about there. Okay, so the slight conundrum I've got now is there is currently in the old bird race loft, of which 2 don't race. One because it was a Belgian stock bird that I just a Bulgarian stock bird that I just let out and he stayed. And the second one is Haribo. I'm not allowed to race Haribo. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 11 birds in that section, 9 of which are racers for next year. So that's my lyric team for next year, 9. 15 in the end section, plus 8 of the later ones. So 15, 23, 32. Too many, because it looks like this will probably be my old bird section, race section. 8 boxes in there for the cocks. Hens will then go in here. This is the loose plan. Bearing in mind we're only in August still, so things can always change. Mate of mine said, don't worry about the boxes. If there's 8 boxes, let 8 cocks take the boxes and then put some V perches up for them to sit on, and it keeps the motivation going. Hens obviously doesn't matter. I can put hens in there because they're not going to be on boxes. There are some box perches in there at the minute, but they'll come out and they'll just be V perched up in there. So the hens aren't a problem. That'll be fine. But I still think I've probably got too many. I'm not going to be carrying all them over the winter. I've got the ones in the end section, most of which have raced apart from 2 or 3. So well, they've had 1 race. But the late birds haven't been anywhere. So, rough plan, if they get better, as they hopefully will do over the next 2 weeks, and the progress continues, is I'm going to start training these once they're over it all properly. and possibly the end ones, a few more tosses into them as well, as some people have suggested. And then what I'll do is, once I know that everything's better and we're all okay, we'll do a full loft list of all the birds that are remaining, and then the 8 backup ones that will then merge into the other ones, we'll name all of those as well, so people can follow whichever ones they want. And we'll do some maybe like little training tosses, liberations, releases, returns, show that on video. And then we've got the whole old bird team that will need naming, following, whatever it may be. One thing I'd like to know is, do you all want one to follow each, or do we just name the whole loft and we just have some fun with it? And we just pick names out for them between us all, follow which ones you want. So you have your favourites, if you know what I mean. It's not just one person following one bird. You all have your own favourites that you follow and who you want to cheer on. But like I said, mainly next year, but might be a little bit to do this year as well. So I'd be interested to hear the viewers and subscribers and thoughts and people who watch this video, whether they'd like one person for one bird, or do you know what, let's just come up with some names for them between us all, have some votes, draw them out of a hat, whatever it may be, and then name them all, and we all follow all of them as a collective, as a team, for the old bird season, and possibly the training tosses that we do as well. And then I've got loads of ideas for next year's young bird / back end of this year, which I'll do in another video. All right, again, thanks so much for all your support. Please hit subscribe if you've enjoyed this video or you've watched any other videos. Helps us out no end. Love you all. Thanks again.